To do is make a statement and then take a few questions. So good morning. Let me start off by saying this is a sad day here in Las Vegas. It's actually been a sad couple of weeks for what's occurred in this community. My prayers and condolences go out to the family of Officer Ty. Today was this defendant's initial appearance. As you all saw, the judge ordered him to be held without bail, and his arraignment will be next Tuesday, where I expect that formal charges will be filed, including open murder with use of a deadly weapon and probably some counts of attempted murder with use of a deadly weapon. The sad part about this, the tragic part about this, is from the evidence, it appears that this defendant was being investigated for a misdemeanor domestic battery. In other words, if he hadn't engaged in the behavior that caused the tragic loss of life to Officer Ty, he may have only been arrested for a misdemeanor. And he chose to engage in this behavior, which the evidence seems to show justified his arrest and probable charges for murder with use of a deadly weapon. That's why it's a sad day. It didn't have to happen. This officer didn't have to lose his life. But we have a court system, we have a criminal justice system. This defendant is presumed innocent until proven guilty. But I will tell you that this case, like the last couple that have occurred in this community, is going to be taken very, very seriously. I'm going to again assign some of my best prosecutors to evaluate this case and to proceed with the prosecution on a murder case. A few questions, please.
Mr. Wolfson, will part of the evaluation be whether the defendant should face the death penalty?
This is a case where careful consideration will be given to whether or not it's appropriate to file the notice of intent to seek the death penalty.
Do you know who first called 911 to call police out to the scene of what shooting happened?
It's my information, I believe it was his girlfriend, followed up by her mother. There were two calls to the police dispatcher, which caused these officers to be dispatched to the scene.
Mr. Wolfson, there's been a lot of officer-involved shootings over the last couple of weeks, just across the Las Vegas Valley. And from your perspective, what's your take on that? Why do you think this has been happening?
Well, it's terrible. I firmly believe that there's not a single police officer that wakes up in the morning and wants to be involved in an officer-involved shooting. I can tell you they don't. It's the last thing they want to be involved in. But when people draw guns and point guns at police officers, these officers have a right to defend themselves and in some cases defend others. So in my opinion, it's the fault of the criminal. It's not the fault of the officer in the vast majority of cases.
Do you happen to know the status of the civilian that was hit by the gun?
It's my understanding that she was shot in the leg, and these are survivable injuries.
And that bystander, that person who was shot in the leg, is one of the people who made the call, 911 call?
I believe it was either one of the persons that made the call or was in the car with the people that made the call.
Was Mr. Hampton alone in the vehicle when...
That is my understanding. He was alone in the vehicle when Officer Ty approached his vehicle.
And the bystander was outside the vehicle when the bystander was wounded?
I'm not sure if she was in the vehicle or outside. It was a different vehicle. She may have actually been inside of her vehicle.
And that's...
I don't want to get in the particulars right now.
We haven't asked for her name, but do we know her
I'm not going to get into the
relationship to
particulars at this point.
Do you have any comment on Hampton's prior charges?
I'm familiar with those. They occurred a couple of years ago as an incident involving a domestic situation where he drew a weapon inside of a residence, did not fire that weapon, but was arrested and charged with assault with a deadly weapon and one other charge. But we had uncooperative witnesses. We had uncooperative victims, and we can't proceed if we can't get people to come to court and cooperate. And that's why it was reduced to a misdemeanor with a number of conditions. He complied with all those conditions, but he suffered a misdemeanor conviction as a result of that case.
Are the
Can you tell us
victims
how-
in that case similar to the victims in this
I'm
case?
not going to comment at that right at this
Can you
point.
tell us how many shots were fired out there in the street? We saw.
I'm not going to get
many,
into
many
the
calls.
detail of how many shots were fired. I can tell you that shots were fired by both police officers and the defendant in this case.
Can you tell us how many shots the defendant fired?
I'm not going to get into the detail of how many shots were fired at this point. Okay, thank you all.